Where is Kolkata's Chinese community disappearing? India's first Chinese immigrant, Tong Achu, according to British records, arrived in Kolkata with loads of tea in 1778 and set up a sugar mill near the city. As an eastern port, Kolkata was the closest entry into India from China and East Asia, so this became India's only Chinese community. The city's Chinese population swelled to more than 20,000 in the early 20th century when many fled China to escape its civil war and conflict with Japan to find work in the tanning and leather industries. Here, they intermarried and integrated with locals, learning to speak Bengali and Hindi fluently. Kolkata's original Chinatown is still called Chinapara. Today, there are barely 2,000 people of Chinese origin left in Kolkata. But their culture is visible everywhere in the Tiretta, also called Tireti, Bazaar and Tangra neighborhoods, in the street food vendors, the Taoist temples and community clubs, as well as the annual lion dances to welcome the Lunar New Year. While cities like San Francisco and London are known for their Chinatowns, Kolkata's has remained under the radar. And while India still doesn't have any other Chinatowns, Kolkata counts not one, but two. The original one at Tiretta Bazaar that has existed since the 1800s. And the settlement created later at Tangra in the early 1900s. One of the ways in which the Chinese community managed to bridge the gap with locals was through food. The first Chinese restaurants in India were set up in Kolkata by the local Haqqanis community, and over time, this Sino-Indian, or Chindian, cuisine made its way to the rest of the country. To this day, it remains the greatest gift to India, a constant favorite across the country and one of the mainstays of eating out in India, found everywhere from street carts to plush restaurants. The addition of local spices and sauces gave birth to dishes like chili chicken, using dark soy sauce, and gobi Manchurian, fried cauliflower florets tossed in cornstarch and spices, totally unheard of in mainland China. Po Chong Foods has also started making Indian sauces such as pudina, mint, kasundi, the Bengali version of mustard, and a chili chicken sauce, all loved equally by Kolkata's Indians as well as Chinese locals. Despite being a part of India for more than a century now, Kolkata's Chinese community is rapidly shrinking and the neighborhood itself is in danger of entirely disappearing, according to the World Monument Fund. The decline began with the Indo-China War of 1962, when even those who had lived here for generations were treated with suspicion and hostility. Hundreds of Chinese immigrants were rounded up without any basis and sent to internment camps in Rajasthan at the other end of the country, where they received harsh treatment. After they returned home to Kolkata, many decided to move to other countries where they had family and friends. Since then, hundreds of tanneries and leather factories have also been shut down on government orders, the resulting loss of livelihood driving many more to Australia, the US and Canada. In the last few decades, young people from the Indian Chinese community, as with other communities in India, have moved abroad seeking better education and employment opportunities. Despite this displacement, Chinese culture can still be seen in the annual lion dances to welcome the Lunar New Year.